Feel better about that one?
Yeah, the first one, it didn't really pick up on my mic because I think I was too far behind it. But anyway, it feels good to be here. Let me just clear my throat
Yeah.
as I'm about to
S-
regurgitate
Sip on some Trader Aid.
some bits of Trader Aid here with my little sippity sip sip. I'm your host, Tom Sofa,
And I'm Mike Tomato.
and we're sipping on Trader Aid.
Hell yeah.
Welcome to Sips on Trader Aid. We're gonna dive in to season 4, episode 7 of Zetretes.
And what a banger of an episode.
Yeah, I thought it was a pretty good episode. Did you like it?
Yeah, I did. I thought it was a good episode.
This episode's called The Black Banquet.
Ooh, excuse me.
If you guys remember from last episode, they had to do a murder in plain sight at this big banquet that Alan is throwing, and they got to use this this jewel that Lisa's gonna wear, and whoever touches it first, that's a faithful, is cursed, and they die.
Correct. Simple enough.
Any questions? Any comments on that?
No, I think the jewel was beautiful, understated,
Mm.
and I wonder if it was a ruby stolen from the Indians.
Yeah, I would like to. I'd like to learn a little bit of back end knowledge about it too. There's got to be something.
You think it was real, or do you think it was fake?
I assume it was probably fake,
I also think fake. But Swarovski. Could be
but
Swarovski.
you never know. There's enough money around. Like somebody, maybe like yeah, Swarovski or K or somebody like sponsored it for an episode for 2 episodes. Like, here we'll give you this insane jewel, but it's ours.
Right.
You know.
You can probably order it online
Yeah.
with that QR code that they give at the end of the show.
Yeah, just type in the promo code SOFA Tomato.
Exactly.
SOFA Tomato. It'll give you 99% off a $1 billion jewel. Okay.
I'm subscribed.
Okay, you're in. Just double checking. So this thing, it's called The Black Banquet. That's the name of this episode. And it starts off with everybody coming down the stairs in their dapper little fit. Are there any fits that you'd like to talk about?
I have some fits that I want to talk about.
Okay, start off.
I think part of my, I don't say gripe is the right word, but it's the first one that came to mind. But the fashion on this show, it's almost like they're trying way too hard.
Yeah.
They really are. And the first one I want to comment on is Natalie. Natalie. Babe.
Yeah.
Sweetie, if you're listening to this and you have a stylist, fire them immediately.
Fired.
Immediately.
And if you don't have a stylist, step one, get a stylist.
Then get one.
Stat.
Because nothing that you've put on this show is flattering.
Yeah.
Nothing. And she's got a banging body. She's ripped.
Yeah. Probably could beat me up, I'm sure.
100% could kick my ass.
Yeah.
But she came out in this like Coca-Cola can topper, like the metal piece, but like bustier type number that was flat. It had no, it did not flatter any shape, any curve
for sure
whatsoever.
Yeah, I agree.
Next, that I thought Candace's headpiece, Medusa, was just over the top and weird.
Yeah.
Colton's little headpiece crown thing was giving like Jesus Christ, like
weird,
thorny crown vibes.
Definitely weird.
And I did not appreciate that.
What do you think about Rob's vest?
Again, put a shirt on.
Yeah. Fair.
Put a shirt on.
Fair.
Alan's get up, cunt.
Yeah, I'll get to that. I mean,
so good.
That was insane.
Rinna, cute, fine.
Yeah, sailor girl.
I think Johnny's little like vest moment
good. He looks good.
Was real chic. I liked that. I think Kristen was she was really chic in her red.
Yeah, the full like suit, little pantsuit.
I feel like and Mora.
Yeah, Mara.
The Irish girl.
Yeah.
It was kind of giving like Schiaparelli vibes.
Yeah. Hair was on fleek.
But like, almost like it was like Schiaparelli Mugler kind of energy.
Ooh, yeah.
And I appreciated that.
I'm trying to think who else. Steven looked kind of bland.
He just looked like a dude.
As per usual. And I'm just trying to, run through the rest of the cast. But
those are the only like memorable ones that I can think of.
Yeah. So Lisa kind of comes down, and I feel like she looks pretty obvious with that jewel, but that's just because maybe we know.
Right.
But the way that she's coming down, I mean, come on.
Maybe the editing, they really sold it.
Yeah.
For sure.
Oh, yeah. Tension super high. Nobody wants to eat anything. Nobody wants to touch anything.
Everyone's on edge.
Nobody wants to drink anything, but lo and behold, they touch and eat and
everything.
Drink. Crazy. Yam Yam and Lisa do like a really like tight knit hug. There's some sort of a kiss involved.
They do that classic like European greeting, like mwah, mwah, like cheek to cheek.
Oh yeah. Kristen walks over to say hi to Lisa. Seems like it could be Natalie who's going to be picked. It could be Kristen, or it could be Yam Yam, or kind of the three.
That seems to be who Lisa says.
Oh yeah.
And I think out of those three, I think those are good choices.
Yeah, I think they're solid choices. I think that it would be too obvious to go for Colton. Be too obvious to go, but I mean, then again, now thinking about it in hindsight, if it was Colton, maybe Lisa would be like, she could say like, I'm being framed at least.
Yeah, she could have spun it that way.
You know, I mean, it's a tough pill to swallow.
Yeah,
but I've seen it turn some heads in some roundtables before.
Well, he was begging for it.
He literally was begging for it.
You dying for it?
Literally. So I don't know. Anyway, it seems like the three people that Lisa wants it to be, they're all around her at the exact same time, which is just perfect. And cut away. We don't know what happens. We don't know who dies. Boom. Time for dinner.
A Louvre meal.
Dinner served.
Turkey. Steven's cutting beef.
Oh, yeah.
I think it was Dorinda who was serving turkey.
There's like some tarot cards that
on
are
the table with everybody's name
on with everybody's name and picture on them or whatever.
Somebody picks one up. I think it was Kristen's card.
Yes, Kristen's card was picked up. Everybody cheers. Candace affirms that like Lisa. She like asks Lisa. She's like, "Are you successful in life?" In front of everybody, which was just like, what kind of weird coded message?
It was a weird question.
Are you saying in front of everybody?
But I think it actually went over everybody's head.
It did somehow. And Lisa was like, yeah, I fucking did that shit. I fucking killed somebody.
She's Lisa fucking Rinna.
She's Lisa fucking Rinna. So I thought that was rather interesting that she did that.
I wish for the whole I kind of wish the whole banquet thing was like a little bit more tense.
Yeah.
But then you get to like the antidote little snafu moment. So
yeah.
Listener, do you want me to explain it?
Well, first Alan walks in and he's just like decked top to bottom and just gold, silver.
Oh, 10 out of 10. Pearls, just diamonds,
everything,
jewels.
Which is just insane. And he goes ahead and sits down to tell the legend of the Black Dinner.
Right, which
is what he calls it.
Wasn't really much of a story.
It was not. And he exclaims that there's a murder in plain sight that happened. He pretty much just puts it out there. And then you can go ahead and explain what happens.
Okay, yeah. So listener, Alan says, everybody, guess what? One of you's been murdered. And I'm bringing out these 2 Louvre antidotes that whoever takes these antidotes is safe from murder.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. These like guards just come out of the back.
Right. Very Dementor, Harry Potter-esque.
Spooky.
You know, black robes, black masks.
Yeah, love it.
Yeah.
Love it.
It's giving black mass energy.
Lisa is upset, visibly upset. She, they cut away and she exclaims that she's upset about how I just pulled off this massive thing and now they have the chance to save whoever. And it kind of like really shines a light.
Because now the
on what weird happened.
exactly, and now the dinner conversation turns into, well, you took beef from Steven and you kissed Lisa on the cheek, and you got turkey from Dorinda.
Well, instantly they cut to Yam Yam saying, "Lisa kissed me on the cheek." He says it
Yeah,
right to Natalie, I think. Uh, Steven, he says he's the one who cuts the meat, like you said earlier. He Everybody draws attention to that, just like you were saying. They
mm-hmm.
talk about the tarot cards, how that could be related.
Because then everyone's like, it's Kristen because they pulled Kristen's tarot card.
True.
So everyone's just like thinking of any little thing as to why they have been murdered.
What I thought was interesting was how, like, kind of like casual and quiet Colton was
Yeah, unlike him.
throughout this. I thought that was kind of weird. I also thought it was kind of like very impressive that everybody kind of guessed the short list minus Tara.
Yeah.
They literally thought Kristen, Yam Yam, Natalie, Tara. That was the four people that they came to the conclusion it could be.
Right. Like, give me the antidote.
Yeah, crazy.
And Natalie was very aggressive for the antidote.
Natalie was aggressive.
She stood up immediately.
Yeah, they gave the antidote to Kristen right away.
Yep.
And then Natalie and Tara pretty much kind of like fought.
Giving Kristen the antidote was really stupid in my opinion.
Why? She was on that short list.
Yeah, she was, but like they randomly pulled her tarot card. And then they never blamed the person that pulled the tarot card as a traitor.
I know.
So like, why are we defending Kristen?
They did mention that. I forget who, but I thought they mentioned.
I think it was like Mark who like pulled the tarot card or whatever.
Yeah, and Mark's like pretty.
Mark's like, Diva, no.
Yeah.
Mark doesn't know what's happening.
No. So, anyway, what were you just saying before the Mark thing?
What, that I think it was a good idea to, I don't remember. I don't remember.
So funny. Anyway, Kristen drinks that antidote, and I'm going to tell you what, you could, like, even though they put it between Tara, Kristen, Yam Yam, and Natalie, or like there was no world that they were going to give the antidote to Yam Yam.
No.
And I'll tell you, do you know why?
No.
Because he's been crying for Shields all fucking season so far.
Oh, fair.
He has literally been crying and crying for Shields.
Well, that's his fault. You should have taken them when they were there.
Well, no, like there were times where like he just like I felt like was up for murder a lot, and there were times where he didn't have the opportunity to get a shield, but all the time he was saying, I want a shield. I want a shield. He's very vocal about how he wants a shield. And so like I felt like when it came to this antidote thing, they were just like, Yam Yam's not going to get a shield. He hasn't been given a shield this whole time. He's been wanting them, and he hasn't needed one. So they're not going to give him, like,
sure.
They were just kind of like, he can keep begging for shield. Yeah. He's been fine so far. You don't need it.
Perhaps.
He's been begging, but he didn't need it so far. Who cares?
I guess like the general vibe of the room seemed like he was a safe faithful.
Right.
Because when he was picked, spoilers, he was devastated.
Yeah.
And he like freaked the fuck out.
Yeah.
I was like, Diva, it's a show. You're fine.
Yeah. I thought that was pretty good acting on his behalf.
You think that was acting?
I do.
Okay.
I think they were like,
you got to sell it.
I think Alan was like, whoever gets murdered, sell it.
Perhaps.
You know, could be any of you. Whoever it is.
I don't know. It's hard to say how produced this show is.
It is tough to say. Alan exclaims directly after Natalie drinks the elixir. He goes, Yam Yam has been murdered. And then he gets pulled away by the guards. As he's being pulled away, he says, Lisa kissed me. Lisa kissed me. Lisa's a traitor.
Oh my God, so dramatic.
It was very, very, very dramatic. But kind of a baller.
He's not wrong.
Yeah, I mean, Lisa was being sus. Lisa did kiss him. I mean, Lisa kissed a bunch of people. I don't know.
But it's funny that, yes, like, he's right. He's 100% correct.
Mm-hmm.
But he's totally wrong about what it was.
Yeah.
He's thinking that it was this kiss when it was really him adjusting the brooch.
The brooch, for sure. It was such a subtle thing, truly. And
Which is funny to me because I feel like the kiss is more nonchalant than the brooch. So I think I would remember this adjusting this piece of jewelry on somebody more than like a greeting, personally. It's interesting what they harp on.
yeah, I guess, but I don't know, like, that the brooch is like a cursed thing.
Right, I have the
You
power
know,
of hindsight.
he doesn't know, and like he's just being a helpful person, perhaps,
Right.
for a second.
Well, and she played it off like, ow, ooh, ow, ooh, help me.
Yeah, I thought she played that part off
Great.
pretty well.
She's an actress.
But her problem was she went too over the top with the kissing.
Perhaps. I mean, she was already target.
Knowing that there's a murder in plain sight, I feel like the kissing thing is like.
But would it be weird to not do that if that's what she's been doing all season?
I don't know what's weird anymore and what's not with Lisa Rinna. That's the problem.
I guess that's fair.
But that's the end of the Black Banquet story. And it just cuts to Lisa going. She says verbatim, Lisa Rinna doesn't give up, which I love. Just a little cutaway to Lisa just talking about herself in the third person.
She's amazing.
As an icon should. Breakfast comes. Change of scene.
Mm-hmm.
All three traitors, they walk right on in.
And this is the first moment that they can confront Rob for traiting against a fellow traitor.
Pretty much. Well, they did talk to him a little bit in the turret.
Yeah, very briefly.
A little bit, but or did they not?
Candace kind of lays into him a little bit more at this breakfast.
Big time. Lisa tells Rob to pretty much do some cleanup to, pad the stats on my side.
As he should.
And pretty much says that he's in the doghouse until he proves otherwise.
Why do you think he's aligned himself so hard with Colton? That's what I'm trying to understand.
One thing that I said last episode, if you're a long-time listener, check out the last episode. One thing I said last episode was that I think Rob is becoming a faithful wannabe.
Right. Okay, I remember you saying that.
But he's such a good faithful wannabe that, like,
it makes him a good traitor.
He's like drinking the Kool-Aid of a faithful, like it's a whole thing.
Yeah.
So it's kind of working for him.
You think he's like developed this kind of split personality dynamic?
Kinda, yeah, and he's struggling a little bit.
I hope so. Fuck him. I'm losing favor with him.
He's playing a game. It's a tough game.
I know.
Cut the guy some slack.
No.
I know what you're
I'm not a Rob
about.
stan.
Anyway.
I'm mad at Rob.
Anyway, Lisa, she claims I did the whole murder by myself. Like, she's such a beast.
Well, she did.
She did do it, but it took her like a minute.
It was very quick.
It's not like
it was very quick. It was not like she had to scheme around the room.
It's not like Candace doing the conga dance, conga line,
right?
The death conga.
Yeah,
it's not like that. She just, ooh, touch this.
Right.
Help me put it back.
I mean, she made it very nonchalant. I'll give her credit.
She made it nonchalant, but she's Lisa fucking Rinna, but she's not quite queen of the castle, so to speak.
No.
So to speak.
She's the queen of my heart.
I know she's the queen of your heart, though, and that's fair. That's totally fair. Then the faithfuls walk in, and they just kind of say how Natalie was a lot at the banquet.
Because she was.
Which she was, for sure. And I just kind of note that Mark is kind of clueless about what's going on. And
Mark has no fucking idea what's happening.
Doesn't seem to know what's going on.
Stick to dancing, Mark. You have no fucking idea.
Hell of a dancer.
Anything. You have no idea what's going on.
There's still time for him to lock in, though, so we'll see.
I'm not. No.
There's still time.
I don't have faith.
Now that they got Lisa, dots could be connected, but maybe they don't. We'll see. Anyway. Lisa says that she air kissed everyone. She didn't even kiss everybody for real. It was all air kisses.
Right. Mwah, mwah.
Um,
Oh, get ready for the camera view to change.
I hope so. Yes, it did. More faithfuls come in. Colton and Lisa tension rises. Uh, as that tension rises, I think Johnny goes in. He's like, "Can we just have breakfast?" And Lisa's just like,
I think it was Rob that said that.
I don't, was it?
Yeah.
Oh, well, somebody. Rob goes, "Can we just have breakfast?" And Lisa goes, "Whatever." All
Right.
savage and dramatic.
Well, because, Colton's gunning for Lisa. Lisa's like, fuck you.
Yeah,
And Colton is he's very intense.
he is.
It's a lot, Robin. It's a lot.
Yeah, he does. He just has these like psycho eyes. He's just
He does have these psycho eyes. And, they're very blue and very pretty,
but they're psycho.
but they're psycho.
Psycho.
Like there is something very mischievous and not cute behind them.
Psycho. More faithfuls come in. Natalie, she apologizes for being so pushy. And Lisa pretty much says, "Yeah, bitch, right. Yeah, fucking right. You should be sorry, but we're not buying it," is what Lisa says.
Correct.
Alan comes in rocking this dual plaid suit.
So much tartan.
Looks good.
Tartan on tartan. We're pattern clashing.
Mm-hmm.
And it's a Scottish vibe.
Rocking a red beret too on top of it all.
Oh yeah.
Lovely.
Scotland meets France.
He monologues for a little bit, clues to something monumental in this next mission. Then it's a little bit of time to chop it up. And Candace starts pushing Natalie. Natalie this, Natalie that. And
she's doing her work defending a faithful.
For real.
Defending a traitor. Sorry. Meanwhile, Rob is stabbing him in the back.
That's true, but
he is.
When Candace is pushing Natalie, did you notice that Colton, he made a face? He's like, "Huh, why is Candace pushing Natalie?"
Right.
Anyway, Natalie slips up and she says, "We murdered one." While Lisa and Tara are in the room, Rob, Mara, Mark, and Steven, they're chopping it up. And Rob points out that when Yam Yam was murdered, that he had no reason to lie about who he thought murdered him.
Right. What kills me about this show, though, is how they take hearsay as fact. And that is so wild to me.
Yeah.
Well, because, okay, Yam Yam thinks it's Lisa. Why is that now gospel?
You know what I would like? I think we put 12 lawyers or 20 lawyers.
Something like that.
20 lawyers where everybody thinks so logically.
Right,
but everybody does. So the traders also. So it's just a really weird game.
Give me people with college degrees.
Yeah. It's a good idea.
Not saying that the room isn't full of intelligent people, but they're not the brightest light bulbs in the pack. Looking at you, Mark.
Literally. So yeah, Rob, he makes a pretty good point to everybody and kind of steers everybody towards a traitor potentially.
Because he's seeing this game, to my understanding, because what he said in confessionals is the writing's on the wall for Lisa, it's inevitable. And I could agree with that. Because if anyone's going to be a traitor in this cast, Lisa Rinna makes a perfect choice.
Agreed. And honestly, L on Candace for, I respect that she backs her girl.
Right. She's trying to be a faithful to the traitors.
Yeah.
And I can understand that.
Mm-hmm.
Because it is helpful to have all the traitors in the game as long as possible. Where Rob is just saying, nope, she's going to be out soon, so fuck her.
Mm-hmm.
He's protecting himself. He's not protecting the traitors.
Yeah, I mean, but they are so on to Lisa. And if he were to protect Lisa, it would put them onto him. So he's
right.
And you got to look out for numero uno.
No, I think his strategy is logically sound.
At the end of the game, that if there's multiple traitors left, what happens?
they split it or something?
So they could split it, but because they're traders, one could choose to like
Oh, to take it all.
to take it all, and if the other one
Says split,
says split,
then the one that says take it all gets
the
it.
one that says take it all gets it.
Okay.
And I think if they both say that they want to take it all,
Then
nobody gets
nobody
it.
gets it.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, see now.
Just so you know what happens when it gets down to the final.
Okay. So, do you think that's what Rob is doing? He's trying to play the game as the solo trader.
I don't think so because
That's where it's going.
dude, I think that he is going to try to bring Colton in or somebody else in as a trader.
Hope not. Oh
Somebody else though, like so perfect world. I think Colton needs to go home.
Yes.
I don't think Candace and Rob are going to be able to make that decision. But I do think that he needs to go home in order for like the game to balance out at this point.
Yeah.
If that happens, perhaps, Candace gets found out, voted out, at like banished at the round table because they're on to housewives now. Then that's when Rob might bring somebody in. Who does he bring in? If I'm thinking about it, maybe he brings in Steven.
No.
Why? Because they think that he might have been in cahoots with Lisa and that he might be the final traitor.
But Steven voted for Lisa in the end.
That's okay. So did Rob. Get Steven out as the potential final traitor, and then everybody thinks that it's all faithfuls left, hopefully. And that's his best bet to win. Just throwing out a possible
That's an idea. Yeah.
possible steps towards a conclusion of the game. But neither here nor there. We come up on this mission. Right now, the prize pot's $121,000 at this point. Pretty good. $250,000 is the possible.
Yeah.
So they're, in theory, almost halfway. Woohoo. So you got to race to the top of this hill. You got to reach the summit. Bring as much gold as you can carry.
Which is just painted rocks.
You can use your gold to throw them at other things to get urns to get more gold
strung from trees.
Yeah.
And if you broke them, you got extra pieces of gold.
Yep.
And then you have to run it up this hill where I think it's a famous monument in Scotland.
Sure.
I'm assuming.
I believe it.
And there's a bunch of wood chests with everybody's name on it. You got to put all the gold in there. And the 6 people with the most gold move on to this extra special round where you can win a dagger.
Yep. There's $25,000 on the line for this one. We pretty much just fast forward to them going up this hill, throwing some rocks.
This mission is not exciting.
This is a terrible mission as far as excitement's concerned, but that's okay. I'm okay with it.
Yeah, I mean,
that's just traders.
Right, just get me where I need to
be. This is traders. This is the traders, actually. Natalie is the first one back, and she fills her box with a good amount of gold. Rob fills his box with a shit ton of gold. Lisa gives her gold to Steven. Kristen gives hers to Mark. By the end of it all, they add $17,800 on top of the pot. Good job, you guys. The final 6 that had the most gold or gold-painted rocks are Colton, Eric, Mark, Natalie, Rob, and Steven. Since Rob ended up having the most gold, he becomes the knowledge guy or whatever you want to call it.
Lie detector.
He becomes the lie detector. He is the person with the advantage.
Yeah. So how it's set up is now the top 6, they go around this stone table in front of 5 people besides Rob, stone slats with pictures on them, X's or a dagger. and then they have to lift up their slate, whatever, and put on their best poker face and to try and keep their dagger. So one of the five has the dagger, and it's Rob's mission to figure out who it is, catch the liar, and take their slate.
Yep. So Rob, his plan is pretty much to turn to each person and ask them a series of questions, and then finally ask them if they have the dagger in some form, and based on how they respond to the
Which is actually
questions.
how you do a baseline for a lie detector test. You know that, right?
Yeah.
So you ask people questions like, what color is your hair?
Right.
What's your name?
Yeah.
So you get baseline.
Baseline pulse.
Yeah.
Right.
I thought that was actually kind of smart.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, he is smart.
He's not dumb.
He's smart in this group of dumb people.
There you go.
But
he's dumb as a fox.
Yeah. So he goes through, he asks everybody. I thought Colton kind of shook his head yes after he said no to having the dagger, which I thought was kind of weird.
No, but did you notice at the very end? I don't know if this is just editing, or if this is like actually like in the correct time of events.
Mm-hmm.
When it's down to Natalie at the very end, they cut to Colton and he shakes his head when he's like looking through everybody. So almost how I interpret it is like Colton telling him like, it's not me, dude.
Oh, yeah, maybe. I don't know. I just noted that this is just like a time killer.
Yeah.
I noted
it took forever.
It took a really, really long time.
Jesus Christ. Get to the point, you guys. I feel like that's my beef with traders right now. It's just like, get to where I need to be, please.
I felt like Steven's answers were sus. So like, I don't know why Steven's still sus, even though we know he's a faithful. I still find him like very suspicious.
He could just be sus in life.
Yeah, something about him. Rob ends up guessing Natalie at the end of it, and ding 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 ding. He's right. He gets the dagger, which grants him a second vote at the round table, and he can use it anytime throughout the next 4 round tables.
Yep.
Which is pretty awesome. That's a lot of time.
Well, especially as the numbers dwindle, that's power.
It's a ton of power, and I will say he is or I would say that this part of the game had a big survivor feel to it.
Yeah, it did.
Big survivor feel, big survivor like advantage given the extra vote. It's classic. Absolutely classic. And then we get back to time to chop it up. Back at the castle, Candace tells Lisa that she has her back early on. They bring up the Natalie slip up, knowing that they can use that.
Mm-hmm.
And Rob gets a group together, and he gets them to, everybody that was in like the little tablet game thing. He gets them all together and has them agree not to mention who did or didn't get the dagger.
Right.
Which I thought was pretty smart of him to do. What do you think?
The dagger 6. Yeah. Yeah, because it doesn't... If the person with the dagger is known, then it does make them a target, potentially. And that was his motivation, it seems.
Yeah, and like it kind of makes him look like a faithful.
Yeah.
He's good at doing that. He's getting better at it. Steven tells the rest of the group right when he gets back about the pact, which I thought was weird. He gets back and he's like, "Yeah, somebody's got a dagger. We agreed not to tell you. Bam. So now you know there's a secret being kept."
See, if I was Steven, I would not agree to the pact.
Why?
Like I would agree with the pact in the room, like, or at that moment when everybody put their hands in, and then as soon as we got into the castle, to be like, yeah, Rob has it.
I'm confused. Did they say that Rob has it, or is like only Natalie and Rob know?
No, they all know.
Like they showed when
that was my understanding of when they all put their hands in the thing. Is that because obviously Eric doesn't have it, obviously Steven doesn't have it, Colton doesn't have it, and so it'd only be between like by supposition you would assume Natalie or
maybe
whatever.
Yeah, I
So
don't know.
I think they know who has it.
I hope
And
so.
I think it was dumb of Steven not to say who has it. There's no loyalties in this game.
That would have been interesting if he did.
I know. Nobody plays like a true schemer.
Really, really interesting. Um, it seems like the castle's kind of divided between Lisa and Natalie as we enter the round table. And Lisa says that she is fucking ready to fight.
Yeah.
And Natalie pretty much says the same thing. She said, I'm ready to kind of, fight my way out too.
I think she says like Mad Natalie is like the best Natalie.
Yeah, Mad Natalie's strategic, smart Natalie or whatever.
Whatever she said.
Sheffy didn't say what I said, but that's kind of the vibe I was getting. Um, know thyself or know thy enemy, but how can you know an enemy that you can't see? Fair.
Good questions.
Players, the floor is yours. Lisa starts the round table off right away and brings up the when we murdered that Natalie said. She's like, this is going to get the people for sure.
I mean, as hearsay goes, it's a good one. But
It-
Natalie is, a very convincing player.
Yeah, and it is good that Tara heard it too.
Yeah, it's nice that Rena had backup with somebody who is definitely considered a faithful.
Yeah. Natalie says that this is just to keep the heat off Lisa. It's a classic play. Johnny brings up Natalie going for the antidote. Natalie says that she went into fight or flight, straight into fight or flight.
Right. Because it's life or death on traders.
Yeah. Colton brings up, why would Yam Yam go for Lisa so aggressively? Fair.
I guess.
You guess, yeah. Instantly, Candace defends Lisa right after Colton does that. Instant defense. It's just crazy how fast.
Yeah, housewives supporting housewives, traders supporting traders.
Traders supporting traders. I don't think housewives, but
Well, Dorinda chimes in and defends Lisa.
fuck Dorinda. Yeah, I know. I got that.
Love Dorinda. We stand
Mara
Dorinda.
Mara affirms Lisa did kiss Yam Yam. Mara tinks. She says tinks, which I think is so funny. Love that.
She's so Irish.
Dorinda then defends and tries to put Mora on the hot seat.
Which, in this moment, I appreciate Dorinda because she's finally opening the conversation to other people, which needs to happen. I think what's so frustrating as a viewer is how quickly the groups just like collapse on singular people. And I think maybe that's why Ron had such a hard time on his like short run in the show, because everybody just like collapsed onto him so quickly.
Definitely.
And yeah, I think as any normal person, that's a lot.
It's a ton. It's an absolute ton. I mean, I think that.
So I appreciated Dorinda, creating difference.
Yeah, I think the housewives helping the housewives.
Well, and Lisa and Dorinda are friends. They've been friends for a while.
Right. But at this point, blindly supporting when I feel like Dorinda has been in almost every conversation against Lisa, and she's just like turning the blindest eye. Even if she's like, I know she's a traitor, I just don't even care. Just don't,
Which is also a
just
fair strategy to play.
Don't even care. It's okay.
Because it doesn't put a target on her back.
Eventually, it definitely does. But anywho, Mara keeps getting interrupted by Dorinda. And Mara goes, Dorinda, are you done? Are you done?
They're beefing.
So much beef.
The girls are beefing.
You'd love to see it. Rob says that you got to take the emotion out of the equation.
Logical Rob.
Yeah.
Coming in to save the day, to mansplain traders to the round table.
Yep. And he says, last thing that Yam Yam said is Lisa is a traitor.
Which, this is, I guess, my frustration is like, why is Yam Yam's last word more gospel than any other person in the room?
because he did it like under duress, knowing he was being like murdered at that time.
Okay. He could have said anybody's name, and
He
would they've all reacted the
he could
same?
have. He didn't. He said one person's name, and that's just what it is.
I guess.
He could have said somebody else.
And I guess maybe it's easier to say as a viewer, and it's maybe different as you're if you're incubated in that environment. But again, it speaks to this whole like one little tidbit of and then collapse.
Right.
It's so bizarre to me.
It is bizarre, but that's the way the cookie crumbles sometimes.
It's like hive mind, not hive mind, or like groupthink. It's big groupthink.
Big group think, huge group think.
Yeah.
Players, the time to talk is over. And we note that the dagger remains unused, which I think is a good call.
How does one announce to use the dagger?
I think he just says it. He probably just like, I'm going to use the dagger.
Oh, okay.
That's my guess.
Fair.
But we'll see. The votes come out, and Lisa ends up getting a cool 9 votes.
Yep.
Natalie gets 2, Rob gets 1, and Mara gets 1.
Yep.
Mara gets 1 from Dorinda.
Work.
Rob gets 1 from Candace.
Which I love.
Crazy.
I love to see it.
Absolutely crazy.
And I can understand both positions of like that was really stupid of Candace to do. And I also believe that was not. I also think it was pretty smart as well.
To go for Rob?
Yes.
Why?
Because everybody thinks Rob is a faithful. Everybody's following Rob right now. Rob is the new Colton.
You think so?
He's the new ringleader. Yeah, because the way he kind of led the round table when he's like, everybody, let's speak logically here.
Yeah.
He's the new ringleader. So I think it was actually a smart idea on Candace's part to redirect the energy back on to that presence.
Even like, okay, but
it doesn't help the traders.
No, it hurts Candace as much as it hurts Rob. So I think it's like a double-edged sword where it affects everybody, both of them the same.
Right.
So it's not a good move.
I enjoyed it as a viewer.
Yeah, as a viewer, sure.
And as a Lisa Rinna stan.
Not a strategic move, in my opinion.
I'm just a little, okay, listener, obviously I'm a Lisa Rinna stan. Obviously I'm going to defend my girl. And my beef with Rob is his just lack of will.
Yeah.
To do any such thing.
Fair. But he's doing a lot.
But
he's doing a ton. And for himself.
I don't like it.
I know you don't. That's okay.
I don't like it. Straight men ruin all the fun.
That is okay. And then I just wrote Lisa fucking Rinna.
Lisa fucking
Rinna, as I should.
An icon, a legend, a fucking traitor.
A fucking traitor. Dorinda hits herself with a face palm for this one, which I love to see. Candace, she, tries to put pin people against Rob right away.
But at the end, when everybody's walking away from the round table, nobody talks about Candace and Rob.
No, because everybody thinks that Rob's a faithful.
Right.
Exactly.
So we'll see what happens. We'll see if it
so like it's weird that Candace did it, but like all it does, I think, is it was like so random that it points a finger at Candace. But maybe nobody will think anything of it.
Well, I think people are gonna look at Candace because she defended Rinna.
Yeah,
that's what's gonna get Candace in trouble.
And that for sure. But also after the vote, Candace was like, "Wait, what?" She like acted so confused. She was like, I didn't know who to vote for, and that's what she said, which I think is so stupid. But maybe they bought it. Maybe they bought it. Colton says that he's on to Steven next, which I thought is silly, but if Rob were to recruit him, pretty brilliant.
Colton has only been correct once.
Yeah, I know.
And it's so obvious that Rinna was going to be a traitor. Like, let's be real, people.
It was obvious. Yeah.
If anybody has any idea of who Lisa fucking Rinna is, she's obviously going to be a traitor because she's such good television.
So true. And then when Colton says that he's on to Steven to Johnny, Johnny then is instantly back onto Colton, which is just like, I love Faithfuls going against Faithfuls about Faithfuls going against Faithfuls. It's
Well,
just
what
like
was it
a triangle of Faithfuls. No, nobody's a fucking
when
traitor.
Colton comes up to Johnny and they're talking and Johnny calls Colton like a bear or something?
Yeah, that was so funny. So
Because
funny.
even then, like, you know, Johnny recognized, like, you're doing too much, Colton.
Literally.
You're abrasive and you're too much. And I also think Colton, what did I say? He's digmatized by Rob.
Right.
I think he is.
Yeah. I think that's possible. And then near the end, Colton mentions how Candace always defends Lisa.
Right. And that's going to bite him in the ass.
Bum, bum, bum.
And then Rob is going to turn on Candace with Colton.
Yeah, we'll see. And then into the turret we go. And Rob takes off his what is that, a hood? And he goes, "Good evening." And that's the end of that episode.
Cut to black.
Cut to black. Season 4, episode 7, The Traitors. Come on, you guys. Come on. What an episode. It was kind of crazy. Let's be honest. Mike, thoughts?
I wish the dinner party lasted a little bit longer and there was more drama.
Agreed.
That's fine.
Agreed. It should have been much longer.
Like, they built it up to be this moment, and it really wasn't a moment.
It should have been like 25 minutes of the episode.
I agree. It should have been at least a good half to it, like a third to a half of the episode.
Might have been 10 minutes.
It was so short. It was like, why bother?
Yeah, disappointing. Other thoughts?
I'm sad to see Rinna go.
Bye, Rinna.
But it was inevitable.
We'll miss you.
I've lost faith with Rob.
Okay. Even though he's playing the best game.
Even though he is playing the best game objectively.
Yeah.
I'll give him that.
Best traitor game he's playing.
Me, just as a viewer, I just wish I could see my girls on there a little bit longer.
So now that Lisa Rinna is gone, who's your like just top 3 rooting for in the cast? Like, not even like, who cares who wins? Who cares this? Who cares that? I'm rooting for these 3 players.
I do like Candace, even though she's not going to win.
So Candace is in the 3.
I enjoy her on TV.
I'm just saying, like, she's in your 3. Are you just throwing names?
I'm just talking about like my favorites on the show right now.
Okay, so she's in the 3.
I'll give Candace. I think Johnny gives good fashion. He's giving Nomi Klaus down.
Johnny, okay, you're rooting for Johnny and Candace.
I just want to see my gays do something well.
Okay, Johnny, Candace, Colton.
No, he's not gay.
He is gay.
No, he's not.
Okay.
And Mora.
Mora, you are rooting for Mora. Okay.
Just because I like her accent.
You like her vibe?
She's giving decent fashion.
Yeah.
And I hope she sticks around.
I like that. I would say that I am rooting for Rob.
Okay.
Purely based on
gamesmanship.
I think he is playing the best game. I think he's got the most players fooled, which as a trader is what you want.
He definitely does.
And I am rooting for... I don't care if Candace doesn't get found out, but I'm rooting for them to add another traitor in. Like, I want the game to be shaken up a little bit.
Do you want it to be Colton or do you want it to be somebody else?
I don't want it to be Colton. I would rather it be somebody else. Like
who? You said Steven.
I said Steven in in a way where I think Rob's game, like, I could see a path to Rob winning if Steven came in. But I'm also thinking about, like, if Candace doesn't go home and they agree to bring somebody in, who do they bring in? You know, I'm thinking that maybe they would bring in...
Has Traders ever brought somebody back from the dead?
Have they brought anybody? What they've done is they've had players that that like episode 1 they were chosen not to like continue the game in episode 1 before the game even started, like, or as right as the game starts they're chosen like, no, you're out, or like they choose to vote themselves out or whatever.
Okay.
um they come back in the future, but I don't think, no, once you get murdered you're out, once you get out you're out.
Okay.
um
I just have 20% battery remaining.
yeah, we're gonna be so done before that. So yeah.
So yeah,
But
there's
I would like I think that if they could get Eric as a traitor.
really
Yeah, like it's got to be somebody nondescript. But like, and like somebody that could be in the middle of them too. I don't, and like somebody that they would both have to agree on too. Like
Natalie.
Natalie was also, she also crossed my mind. I think Natalie or Eric.
Okay.
One of the two. Eric would be cool though. I really think.
With his golden ears.
Yeah. Natalie would be fun though too. I would like to see a gamer in the turret.
Well, because now everyone thinks she's the faithful.
Yeah, I would like to see. I would really like to see a gamer in the turret. Personal opinion, but anyway, that's the end of that episode. I got nothing else for the people unless you guys want to shoot us an email about this here show. Let's discuss it together. We'll discuss it live at sofatomatoespod@gmail.com. Shoot us that email. Like this video, subscribe to this video, and just check us out. We're doing stuff, you know?
Check us out.
We're getting it done. So thanks again, you guys. Tune in next week for more good stuff.
Amazing.
Peace.
Another late night pod in the books.
Bang, bang, bang. Peace.
Bye, listener. Love y'all.
Later.